Hi everyone, Sandra here and welcome back to my channel. And today is a special video because I filmed this 4 times and it did not come out any of those times. So I am trying it once again. Today's video is about the alterations that I have made to the Overdye Kantha Bay kimonos. I've explained this 4 different times, so I'm going to do it really fast this time. I altered mine. Let me get the cat out first. I altered the length and I altered the colours of both the plum and the caramel. I did them on separate days. I only meant to do the caramel, but then it came out that good that I thought I'm going to do the plum. The reason that I shortened them was because I nearly fell down the stairs. I was going down to change the kitty litter, but as we all know, cats try to murder you, and at the top of the stairs she tried to anticipate where I was going, ran in front of me. I was wearing the long one at the time, and yeah, it's because I trod on it and lunged forward at the same time. I nearly fell down. I nearly fell down the entire thing, and I thought, oh, that's too dangerous, because it just is for me. And that was a bit of an eye-opener for me, to be honest, because I can be a little bit clumsy sometimes, but then you add an animal into the equation, and yeah. So after that I decided to shorten them, and then it was, well, how short do I go? And I decided to make them both jacket length. I made one jacket length and I made one sort of like a day walking coat length. The brown one that came, the caramel, I wasn't that, the colour, it was a nice colour, but it was too dull for me, and y'all can see, yeah. And being as it was a grab bag style, I probably would have gone for a more brighter style if it had been a choice, but it was a grab bag style and I knew that. So I decided to lift the colour out, and I popped her in, filled my tub up with hot water, popped a very small cup full of bleach in, and I only left it in for maybe 2 minutes, that's it, just to lift some of the caramel out, just to give me some colour. And I know you want to see it. So let's have a look at the caramel one. If I can find, I don't have a picture of the before of the caramel, but I think I've got a little snippet of one of the videos of the plum one, so you can see the difference. This is how my caramel one came out, and these colours were under there and they are gorgeous. The sleeves on my caramel one were black with the blue, and it has birds. And on my caramel one there was absolutely no pattern running through it whatsoever. It was sort of almost like a dark chocolate at the back and a greeny, like a green, dark greeny brown on the front. I didn't know there was going to be a pattern, but this is the pattern, and this is just from 2 minutes. Now it has lightened the colour, it has taken some of the caramel out of it obviously, but it has maintained some of it as well. So what it's done, I think, is it's turned what were very bright colours into a dusty kind of colour. So these, I think, would have been bright pink, reds, yellows, and they're very, very dusty and muted colours. And I think even this is stuck with the caramel. Let me show you the length of this one on. And this is the length. I also had to do the belt at the same time. I had to remember to pop that in at the same time. And then any excess fabric I have, I can use for other projects, which I think is just great, or to make maybe a headband. But this is the length that I did it, and it was a learning curve. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't just a straight cut at the bottom, because if you just cut it straight at the bottom, it's going to be higher up the top here and lower at the front. I trialed it on something else first, so I really had to structure this one around, and I wanted it so it was shorter at the front and then a little bit, and it just curves round slightly at the back, okay, just slightly, and this is the back. But she is a great jacket length for me now, and I have tried the other jackets from Kantha Bay. All of the items that I've had have been very beautiful, but they haven't quite hit the mark for me. They've either been too heavy, and you know I get very, very hot, or the structure wasn't quite right. This is very much similar now to what I would say the shorty kimono is like, but I don't have all that, you know, going on here. It's just nice and smooth, and yeah, I just really like it. But it has the silk arms, and I'm loving this as a jacket. I wore this out today and I felt very comfortable. I also sewed down the placket because I don't like having to keep messing around with the neckline. You'll know I'm after just an easy breezy kind of life where I don't have to mess around. Once I've got something and I've altered it, I don't want to mess around. I want to pop it on and that's it. I don't want to mess around with nothing. So this is this length, and this was the caramel one. Like I say, I did not remove all of the caramel. It was no more than 2 minutes. Very small amount of bleach, but I mean that colour lifted just instantly anyway. And I just like the colour it came out. I love this pattern. You couldn't even tell there was a pattern on it before, but this pattern is absolutely beautiful. And I wasn't planning on wearing this inside out, but I could, because look at the pattern here. So the pattern here has all floral going down here. I could easily wear that inside out. I would just have to put pockets on the inside as well. I actually like that. I never saw the inside. So that's that one. That was the caramel. Now, excuse me, the purple one. So I decided to do the purple one as well. At the same time, I made this one longer into a walk-in coat length. And this was really, really, it wasn't actually the plum colour. It was actually red. It was actually more on the red side. It was more plum on the inside, but on the outside it was more red. And I just thought, well, let's see, because, you know, I feel quite proficient with dyeing stuff. So if I figured if I didn't like it, I could always re-dye over it. It's not a problem. But I'm so glad I did it, because guys, it was a solid colour, and you need to see what colour was underneath it. So I sewed this placket down as well. It had the green, which I never saw before, and it has almost like little love hearts on it. The sleeves actually lightened up to this, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Now the front of the jacket has a design running down it. You can see like all little flowers, but it's the back. It's like a rainbow, but beautiful. I mean, that was running all the way down the back of my jacket, and you couldn't really see it as well. Bit like the other one, I didn't remove all of the overdye. It was just 2 minutes, but it did lighten it up enough to such fun colours. And I'll show you the length of this one. Hello, say hello to everyone. And this is the length of this one. Let's see what she looks like inside out. I mean, these colours are definitely more me. I mean, they're a bit muted, but they're definitely more me. I haven't even tried the inside out, so it looks like this one was squares of some kind, and then the back is all floral. This is going to make a great one for sort of the spring and the summer, like as a spring type jacket. And I'm definitely not going to overdye on this now. I love the colour it came out. And I did the belt. So these are my alterations that I made to the Kantha Bay Overdye kimonos. I did not buy them with the intention of altering them at all. It was because of that near near fall that it made me go, no, I can't take that risk. And now I have two wonderful jackets that I can wear that fit me. Okay, this is probably about what I would say the length of the trench that Kantha Bay offer, but it is lighter, and definitely because I have tried a trench and it was too tight for me up here. I could get it on everywhere, but it was too tight. But because this is a kimono, it's not tight at all. It's just nice and loose. I love it. I would just love just to have a wardrobe just full of these, to be honest. I'm not joking. I absolutely love this. I didn't know these patterns were underneath it, and both this one and what I would say is more of the fall colour one now, I absolutely love the way that they came out, because they didn't come out the brights. It didn't revert back to the original colour. It still maintained a dustiness to them. So even the back of this one would originally have been really, really bright, but now it's muted. I just love the way they've turned out. I really do. So I'm extremely pleased with the way that they turned out. And yeah, I just think, yeah, I'm super happy with them. Like I say, you know, not meaning to keep repeating myself, but I just figured that if I dyed the colour out and I didn't like what was underneath, or not dye the colour out, lighten it up a bit, and I didn't like the colour underneath, I could easily just have popped the purple colour back over it. It wouldn't have been a problem. But I actually like this. This is more a me colour. They're not dull and boring. There's enough colour running through this now, and this beautiful rainbow at the back. Look at that. I am super happy with that. So thank you for watching. I didn't do a tutorial on it because I just sort of did them and I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but you can see the end results and let me know what you think. I know a lot of people have been having theirs coming through and they're absolutely loving what they've got. Some people were expecting maybe different colours. I just think, and I just would just say that whatever colour you pop over a previous colour, you're not always going to get the colour that you want, if that makes any sense. It depends on what the colour underneath looks like. But you know, I was able to not fix but change mine, so I have pretty ones. And I'm very happy with them. Thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate it. Any comments would be great. Thumbs up would be great. And if you haven't already subscribed, if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. In the meantime,